Hi Ryan, here I am in your history class, and I'm going to go to assessments and then grades. And when I do this, the first thing I notice right here is this error message that is showing. Okay, so when you click on grades, it defaults to enter grades. I'm going to switch to manage grades. So I'm going to check. It says that your quizzes sum up to 125% and not 100%. So what that means is that the weight of your quizzes should total up to 100% or of this 40%. And so I'm going to take a look at this category quizzes, click the drop down arrow and then click edit. And when I do that, I notice that the distribution of the quiz points is manually assigned. What you want is for it to be distributed evenly across all items, okay? And normally I would just save and close, but the email that you sent me asked me how you would drop the lowest quiz grade, and this is where you would do it. Now I would suggest that you wait until the semester is over before you drop the lowest grade in any class. But when you get ready to, this is what you'll do. You'll come here and just put in the number 1 if you want to drop the lowest one low grade, or 2 if you want to drop the 2 lowest grades. So I'm just going to save and close. And when I do that, you notice that your weights now, first of all, we have no more error message, and your weights here are all 20 because you have 5 quizzes, so they are evenly distributed and add up to 100% of this 40%. One more thing that I noticed is if I click on enter grades, there's a couple of things I noticed when I look at your grade book. The first is for quiz 5, there are no grades here. So if I go to assessments and then quizzes, and I click on quiz 5, which is due on the 19th, that's fine, but I just took a look at it just to make sure. Click the drop down arrow, and then I go to assessment. You need to have these 2 marked to allow the attempt to be graded immediately upon completion. If it's a true-false kind of quiz, you should probably, or multiple choice, something that should be automatically graded. If it's written response or short answers, you might not want to do that because they have to be manually graded. But regardless, you still want to automatically export to grade, so you'll want to have that one selected. I'm not going to select it because I'll let you do that. The other thing that I noticed about your grade book, if I go back, if I look at the setup wizard, okay, this is fine. You have this treat ungraded items as 0. At this late date in the semester, it's fine to keep it that way. However, what it's doing is anything that has not come due yet, like your quiz 5, that setting is going ahead and putting a 0 in right here. Normally what we would do, I'm going back to setup wizard, is we would, I'll show you where the setting is. We would drop ungraded items. You would do this. And then that would not calculate any assignments that have not come due yet. I won't make that change. I'll let you do that. The last thing I wanted to show you about your grade book, I noticed that, as you can see, you don't see any calculated grades here. This is what you're seeing on your grade book. If I come right up here to settings and I make these 2 check marks right here, notice this is personal display options. This means what you see in the grade book, not what the students see. So if I make these 2 check marks and click save, and since I'm here, I can switch over also to org unit display options. This is what the student sees. We can make these two check marks, they will be able then to see the percentage and the color, and click Save. And then close. That's going to take me back to manage grades, so I'm going to switch over here to enter grades. And now you can see that your final calculated grade is showing up. Okay, if you have any questions or need more information, please feel free to reach out to me.